What's up, squad? Y'all know what it is, man. V-Mob, V-Squad. Just as I promised, man, we got a lot of people been hitting the hotline, man, sending in stories that they want us to run. So today we got one, a good one. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. So, salute to the caller that sent this story in, man. So let's start at the childhood and his high school, man. He said he is the youngest of three, grew up as a hood baby, but never a street dude, okay? Never was too deep in the streets doing petty shit, but nevertheless getting past breaking into cars. My siblings did their job and kept me out of the streets. My brother was halfway in, halfway out in the house, but he was halfway also into the streets. And my sister used to get around, so I seen a lot growing up, okay? My house was the hood hangout house, not a trap house, but just had a spot in the hood that always was unlocked. Somebody always in there. He has a brother, 8 years old, went to the military, and he also has a sister who was 6 years older than him, dropped out. I'm sorry, his brother is 8 years older than him, and he got a sister that's 6 years older than him. Not being a street dude, he was just a class clown with a 1.5 GPA and no money. So junior year, I got into my books and started playing rugby. Okay, finished my last 2 years with only A's and B's and still got denied from every college he applied to. Now, he said this right here is a success story, like going from bad to good. So y'all stay with us, we rocking and rolling. So then he said he ended up going to college. He got denied from schools that wanted him to play rugby, even got denied from the school of his choice. His mom called the local HBCU and ended up getting him a probationary acceptance, but being on suspension. Okay, if nobody tells you college is expensive, but HBCU is a total different ballgame. Trying to keep up, coming from the low income family. Financial aid, okay, he had financial aid is getting me through college, but day to day it's a struggle in terms of having money for himself. That's a deep one right there. He ended up doing what he's seen a lot of his friends that he grew up with do for money. Sell drugs. I was a smoker and just decided I was going just to get, he was a smoker. He was smoking weed and then he just decided that he was going to get into selling it himself. Boom. So I took the eighth I had, flipped it to a quarter and flipped the quarter to the half, moved just like that in a 2-day process. Okay. Then he said he get kicked out of college. I got the last of the half and me and my boys sitting in the room playing the game. I typically just sell to the guys and make his money all in house. But we in the dorm rooms and somebody shoots a BB gun out the window and they hit somebody in the ass. They end up sending campus PD to search all the rooms and etc. Damn, they beat the search though and went to go sell them his last eighth. And one of them walked out to come grab the money from one of the bros down the hall. As he walks out the door, the building director comes out of the elevator, and him being a known smoker on campus, they run another room search. And they catch him in the room weighing the weed on the scale. Damn, petty amount of weed, yes, but it's weed, so you know they get knocked off of that. Okay, in the process, they caught him bagging up the weed in the process of it all being sold. He say this was back in the early 2010s before decriminalization, whatever you say it is. So weed is definitely still illegal during this time that he telling us this. They ended up taking all of us down, and as real men should, everybody stood tall. Oh no, I'm sorry. As a real man should, he stood up for the weed charge and he took it, and everybody else was able to go home. All right, boom. He got taken to the local jail in college. Whoa, it say I got taken to the local jail in my college. College got a jail? Not in the area I grew up in. He praying to God as it's his first time I get there and the jail is on lockdown. I'm sitting outside for about 5 minutes when they dispatched to the office to bring him back and give him a citation. Right, as they finished saying that the gates opened up and the lady told this would just be our secret. Whoa, okay, so little mama gave him some little wiggle room. Told him, look, we just gonna give you a citation. Go ahead, baby, you homeless. Boom, get him out of there. Mama to the rescue again, he says. I ended up beating the case due to the first offender's law, okay, and the petty amount of weed that it was, but he got a double whammy, still getting suspended from school. Fun fact, if you ever get suspended from college, just transfer. Okay, that's his advice. He would have gotten suspended freshman year and would not have been able to come back until his classmates were juniors. Damn, so my mom talked to the staff in the community college and he restarted his college career there. I was back at the crib in the hood going to a community college. He knew he effed up and seen where he was. He put his head down and worked. He also got kicked out in the spring and took summer/fall and spring classes. And by next fall, he was accepted into the original school of his choice and was going to be playing rugby there. Okay. He originally got denied from every single school he applied to, but his mom got him into the HBCU where he got himself kicked out of for selling the weed. He ends up bouncing back by going to the original school that he wanted to go to and being also able to play rugby. So he's making his dreams come true slowly but surely. All right, at the school of his dreams, he did everything the stereotypical successful college student did because that was what he wanted to be. He played sports, he joined the fraternity, he was super involved on campus. He learned that truly college isn't about the material learning, but the effort that you put in. He says he also learned to finesse the education system, and he made connections that ended up allowing him to graduate school for free. He went from getting denied from every school he applied to only applying to one master's program because he had inside information that would get him accepted. And then there would be a full assistantship, a job that pays for you to go to school as well. Okay, different year, the same grind. He graduates in school is a different, he said graduation school is a different level of expensive. He's 22 now, living on his own, states away from school with a job. That's when adulthood hit him. Rent, he said this is when adulthood hit him, y'all. He started having rent, pay a car note, insurance, and etc. His income was $1,600 monthly, but bills were $2,000. Damn, so he still owe $400. And that don't include gas, dates, or just nights in the city. Rather than resorting to what he did last time, he ran his credit through the floor. He took out loans and maxed out all his credit cards. But he knew that to do this, struggle through, he said, he knew to do this, go ahead, struggle through it. And by the time he got done school, he was going to get a big boy job, pay everything off, and then he was going to shake back and be back in the game. Now he goes to car theft. Surprisingly, it happens just like that. I get the big boy job and I move across the country to start his career. One of the most important things he did when he got this job was set 15% of his checks towards retirement investments, which is crazy looking back because he said he needed money. He said, I needed that money for a quick shake back, but it comes full circle being that I'm still recovering from grad school and cutting corners. I decided that one of the corners that he cut was car insurance while coincidentally living in the #1 city for car theft in America. Y'all Google where that is. Yeah, you guessed it. The car with no insurance got stolen. Tremendously adding to the debt he already had occurred. So now he paying for a car that he don't have, which eventually is just another loss. So now he say this is when he goes out on a limb. After being at his job for about 2 years, the honeymoon phase is over and he looking to relocate again back to the East Coast. So he must have went to the West. Now he trying to come back East. All right, hold on, back East. I actually told my job that I was relocating and ended my position prior to having another full-time position, being that I know in education and known that I can enjoy the summer/apply and have a job by fall, which is, again, wild looking at the financial situation, but I always walk by faith and not by sight. Salute to that. I spent the whole summer/spring applying, getting interviews, and then not getting the job. Ended up getting a job back at his dream school where he originally played rugby, joined the fraternity, and etc. I think this way he got locked up at for the grass. Now, after not working for the last 3 months, but still paying bills and having a mountain of debt, he relocated across the country. The job gave him a small relocation package of $1,000, which really not much, but even the U-Haul money, not including the security deposit and etc. for his new apartment. He at the point now where he has his dream job, but literally cannot afford to move there. God damn, boy, this bad. I've seen this play out twice now and knew this one had to be different. So he's saying, man, he finally got a shot to get the job of his dreams, but it's all the way across town and he don't got the money to get there. He got the job, but he just can't make it down there, y'all. Stay with me, it's getting good. All right, I've seen this play out. I randomly get a letter from his previous, he says he randomly gets a letter from his previous job, being that he recently ended his position. And what is in that letter? My MF and investments. Ooh, so he was making investments at his last job. Now that he's trying to go to his dream job, he ain't got the money. Out of the blue, the old job sent him a check and he say it's the money that they own from his investments. And guess how much it was, y'all? $17,000 that was saved up over the last 2 years. Damn, that is going to be used to move across the country to get his dream job, clear all of his personal debt from just being on his own and in school. Damn, which is interesting for people who may be in similar situations because I never knew that we even had access to that money at this age, and that once it's put up until it's out. While it's easy to think that because I have the degree that the money was saved up easily, but education is not a lucrative career, just a good one. I know plenty of people with education who makes more than me. That 15% hurt, but my motto when I started doing it was, I can miss money that I never see, being that it's taken out before I even notice it. That's a hell of a tip right there, man. Y'all take advantage of that one. All right, boom, let's bring it back around. He says, taking a leap of faith and quitting the job and ended up landing at his dream job. He made all the sacrifice he made to make it through school, knowing that the grass would be greener on the other side, and being able to pay off his debt. I've grown and very in touch with my religion and have been praying for a miracle, because it's a different type of pressure getting your dream job but not being able to afford to get there to start. Or prior to receiving the money, I was 2 days away from the end of the lease in the West Coast, 5 days away from the first day of the week in the East Coast, needed $2,600 to move in, and still had to actually get across the country with all my stuff, and had $1.97 in his account. Damn. Hoping that the relocation money would come into use, that money, but on the brinks of having to crash out, similar to my first year of college, knowing that it wouldn't end well, saving extra money that ended up truly saving his future. Damn, that was a wild one, man. So let's go in and have a recap of this. He want to move out, go to college, end up getting put out of college for selling the weed. Then he say just forget college, he gonna start working. Gets a job, end up getting fired or quitting, but while he was there, he was making a little portfolio investment joints. Boom, quit that job, move all the way to the West Coast, get over West, don't like it over there. Now he get his dream job back on the East Coast, but the job say we hire you, but you gotta make your own way over here. He don't got enough money to get over there. 3 days before the job rate give up on him, investment money comes 17 large, flies across the West Coast, get the job of his dreams, changes his life around. Crazy, phenomenal story, man. Salute to the caller that sent this in. He ain't sent his name, I don't think. He ain't sent his name, but he said it was based on the live that we had the other day. So if you see this video, man, salute to you, family. Also, we got another caller that sent the story in. He want to run. We're going to run that later on. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, man. If you want to send a story and you want the kid to run, go ahead, tap in with the live. Number is on the screen. Send us a text message, call in. We got you, man. V-Mob, V-Squad, we out. Let's go. Just kicking it off. We been Joe. Drop that same joy. Just go straight by. Just now, get back. 10,000, 15,000.